Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy, the Strongest Wizard, and tonight is indeed Fight Night, and we have another OP06 match here for you guys. We got my man Justin on the left-hand side, rocking out that Zoro, as well as Fang on the right with that Sakazuki, of course. Now, I do want to mention we have seen a bit of an uptick of Zoros appearing in the wild here, just because of that Rev Army build that we have been seeing, and I actually am a big fan of that build. It seems kind of fun, but I feel like once you know the kind of the build and you know the ins and outs, it gets a little scary sometimes. Easy to figure out, essentially. So we did see Justin passing, going back to Fang. We see the Tashigi grabbing the Ama, which is essentially a really, really good card here, especially in this matchup. And now we're going to see a 5k swing going into live, and Fang does end up taking it, tapping 3 for another 5k swing, and we're actually going to 2k counter. Pretty good, not too bad of a start here. We're going very aggressive. We're doing Zoro things here. So it looks like we are going to go ahead and possibly use leader ability here. We're going to pitch the Borsalino to grab ourselves a card, which is going to be that ACOS Gecko Moria. And now we see a 7k swing going into life here. He's actually going to go ahead and take it. And now we see the Hound Blaze to bottom deck is swinging 5k into life. We're going to counter out of it with the Inazuma 1k. And that is actually the Rush Inazuma, if I am correct here. And now currently Justin's sitting in his 5 active Dawn. We have, of course, a bit of possibilities. We see another Zoro in his hand. So we're going to swing 6k into life. He's going to counter out of it with a 2k. And then we see a 7 connect. And we're already down to 2 life. Guys, what happened to the life? It's here. It was here before. And a couple seconds later, it's all gone now. So we're going to see exactly how Fang can kind of balance this out. He just has 1 character on the board to get rid of. So we are going to see a 7k swing going into life here, being very aggressive. And we are going to see no counter here. We're going to tap 4 and actually play the Rob Lucci to actually pop that character. Very nicely done, being able to set up a 6k body as well as, control the board a bit. Doing Sokka things. We all love Sokka things, right? Unless you just really hate Sokka, then you just hate Sokka. Anyways, so we are going to see here, we are currently at 7 active Dawn. Unfortunately, we didn't see that turn 1 play, but it looks like this deck doesn't really run buggies or really Namis, right? Because you're running the Rev Army build. So it looks like we are going to go ahead and swing 7k into life, and it does connect, tapping 4, attaching 1 for the Emporio here, which is the ability once it's at 7k, you're able to spit out a 5k body, and that Inazuma is actually the one that gives Banish when it's at 7k. So pretty good here. What's awesome about Zoro, it gives all of your characters plus 1k power. We're going to see the ability here to pitch the Rob Lucci to grab ourselves a card. We're going to see the Tashigi here searching top 5 for a Navy card, of course. And my man Fang is cycling. What do we need? What are we missing? We're Sakazuki. We'll be able to find it, no problem here. What do we need to actually counter some of these characters and this board? We're grabbing the Hina. We're trying to actually get rid of the entire board here, and Hina can do things of that nature. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and tap possibly 4 for a Rebecca. And yes, we're tapping 4 for the Rebecca. We're going to grab ourselves a 2k counter, playing the Hina, minusing the 4 costs on the Inazuma here. And it looks like we might possibly see a Hound Blaze coming into play. We would really love to get rid of both. Can we get rid of both? Unfortunately, I do not think so with only 3 active Dawn. But we are going to go ahead and see the the Great Eruption here. And yes, we actually get to see that Ama coming into play like we just once said. Bottom decking both is kind of nasty. 5k gets counter, 6k goes through. We're gonna swing. We're not swinging, actually, we're just reorganizing our board here. Thank you, Fang, I appreciate that. So now with 9 active Dawn, Justin is here to do some damage, and Justin only has 2 life and facing an incredibly large board, including a blocker that I might add. So we are going to see a 6k swing. We're going to counter out of it with that 2. We knew he had that from the jump, right? We always knew that. So we are going to tap 5 here to throw down Luffy, and this is actually a 9k swing and a disconnect with unblockable, because if you know what Luffy does, when you attach 2 Dawn, he becomes unblockable. He's a 6k plus 2 Dawn, that's 8k plus lead, that's a 9k swing. So now we see possibly Fang here. He is at 0 life, and against red, that is the danger zone. So Fang needs to close this game out ASAP, and with 1 active Dawn on Justin's side, I'm a bit worried he might have a Radical Beam or possibly a another 1 cost event card that can actually do something here to counter out of these larger attacks. And we see the 6k swing. I'm assuming we're going into life here. We're going full gas here, and it looks like Justin does have 2 Radical Beams in hand. That's actually kind of crazy. And now we see, I believe that's a 2k counter. Yes, I believe that is a 2K counter. I honestly have never seen that card in my life. Let me know in the comment section below, what card is that? I believe that says Lago? Possibly, I could be wrong. That definitely threw me for a loop here. But we are gonna go ahead and tap A here for, of course, that Gecko Moria. I imagined, no, actually, I think we're debating here. We're gonna swing 5K into live. That's an easy 1K counter, which is of course gonna be Mr. Goggles, and we're gonna go ahead and tap bait, of course, for that Gecko Moria. We are looking for the Rebecca here. We're gonna actually pitch the Hina, play the Rebecca. We're gonna go ahead and play out the Hemapo. We're gonna -3. Adding a 2K counter into hand, we're going to Helm Blaze this big bad boy and swing AK into life. That is a Radical Beam, easy counter. And now with 2 blockers up, Fang isn't looking too bad, but Justin only needs really, honestly, 1 card to really win this game. And guys, he needs his partner in crime. He needs Sanji. Does he have the Janbei in hand? That's all that really matters, honestly. And then the second question is, can Fang counter out of it? Let's see if he has it. Yes, he has it here, of course. And now we're going to see a huge swing here, 14K into life, and he does not have it, and Justin does take it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this channel as well as this video. And stay tuned because I have a ton of new OP06 content coming out soon. See ya!